Well, until someone can do my job, I'm the best one at it. There's not a single person on this planet or anywhere in the universe that can replace me. I'm the whole only. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm the homie ZXinfinite, the only homie ZXinfinite ever. The only ever ZXinfinite. What the freak? Oh, that's a slug. I'm the only one that does this. And I'm the only one that does this the best way possible. I'm the only one that does this very thing that a lot of people cannot do. There's been so many people on this earth that's been here for millennials, centuries, decades, years, months, freaking all that. And they cannot do what I do. So until you can find a replacement, until you can find someone that can do what I do, then we'll talk then. Because until then, I'm the only one that does better than anybody and everybody. If you think there's something that I should do instead, well, throw it in the suggestion box. Because then I throw the suggestion box away once it's filled up. Because what I'm doing right now and what I've been doing for 12 years, at least I'm making content. I've been making stuff all my life. So longer than 12 years. But on the internet, I'd probably say 2012. Because that's when I started really using YouTube. Because that was the platform I started using first. And that's when I started getting more, So anybody can flap their gums and talk about whatever they want to say. They can talk about whatever. But ain't proving no point. Not proving nothing. Until they have been at the spot that I have got to. Until they got all the achievements, accolades, rewards, and all awards, all this, and everything. Until they've done what I've done, I don't have nobody talking. Nobody. Because nobody's done this. Nobody's done music. Nobody's dropped 15 albums like I have, a couple hundred songs. Nobody's done the ideas that I've done, the concepts that I've done. I've started careers. I started the Alpha Shadow Hot Clone. Just to set a few examples. This is, I'm not going to be naming off everything that I've done because I'll be sitting here for hours talking about all the stuff that I've done. And nobody has done it. So I don't care how many randoms can want to talk trash on what I do because they haven't done it and they're mad because they're not trying or they're getting emotional and in their feelings. I don't care if no furry gets himself in his feelings. I don't care about none of that. Directly message me or keep my freaking name out of your mouth. First day in my hometown. Crazy that this guy will not message me. It's like he just doesn't know that I have open messages or anything. But hope you're having a legendary grand day. Let's talk about this, I guess, real quick. That's wild that he decides to comment. Now he's showing his true self. All that stuff about him saying he was trying to be my friend and trying to, be all cool and stuff. And then he's going to go ahead and comment this. So, this is pretty hilarious. Out of all things that he could have said, he didn't have to say anything. No one asked him to say anything. But this comment is wild. There's no other ironic comment that could have been said than this. No other contradictive comment. Check this out, okay? This is hilarious. So this is the comment that he commented. I'm just going to show the first part cropped. The first comment. It says bit immature. So let's rewind real quick. For someone that says they watches my content, right? And you're going to act like you don't know that my messages are open. That you can text me anytime, type of stuff. And if that's immature, then alright. Let me be immature. Check this out. You act like the thing of what you do is like the only type of thing that no one's ever done. That you do specifically. Bro, I did that back in 2015. I've done that. Why do you think that JJ Orange with his other 29 accounts, when I gave him that email with all those accounts on it, why do you think there's all those accounts on it? Because I did that exact same thing. Well, I did it a couple different ways. I did it with characters, which is the thing that you're doing, which we'll get into that in a minute. And then I did it with try to make it seem like it was real people. I already admitted that I did this with fake comments and fake people that aren't real people. Okay, so at least I admitted it, and I did that a while ago. So this is old news, if anything. But everybody already moved past that. I mean, they didn't have to move on to begin with because it didn't matter that much. So, with that said, like with the characters thing, it started off, the first one that I remember going back to was Sekirei. It was an anime. But, you know, speaking of being immature and then playing characters, let's get into that right quick. The last comment that you left, you were saying, what's it called? The last comment said, even though nobody knows who I truly am, like acting as if people will care about that or do care about that. All you do is help people do Easter eggs as if they can't look it up on the internet at any given time, as if they can't look it up on YouTube. Like, the only thing that you do is help it go faster. You don't actually help with anything. You don't do something that's actually revolutionary or that people have not done. You don't play characters that people aren't already playing. You don't do things differently than a lot of other people. You act like no one's doing the same stuff that you're doing. You know how many people are playing Tails right now and Luigi and all these other characters, which, like I said, we'll get into that in a second. And we're getting very close. And then how many people help each other in the freaking community of zombies? Like, I didn't ask you to play with me. The very first comment of how we met, you joined my stream and asked to play with me. And also, I showed in the last video, in the beginning, you asked me multiple times to play. Sure, okay, I asked you a few times to play, but never as much as you asked me to play. So I don't know what your goal or purpose is here. It doesn't seem like there is any. But whatever you're trying to do, you should just drop it. Just drop it. But if it's worth wasting all your time, energy, effort, dedication into this, then by all means go for it, kid. But I mean, for someone is probably older than I am to act like a character and creepy pastas and act like all these characters gonna call me immature, at least my name and stage name and all this stuff that I got behind me, the homie ZXinfinite, is based on me, not based on some kids freaking character like Tails and Luigi. You're gonna call me immature? Do you not know what your profile is called? Talking about Luigi and Tails, and how old are you, bro? And you're gonna call yourself Tails? How old are you? And you gonna like make all these accounts and it's all cringe. Like, they don't, and you're talking like a creepypasta character on one, and then on another you got this going on. It's like, bro, you don't even know how to make up your mind. How are you gonna talk about how I'm doing this, or how I'm not making up my mind, or how I'm in the wrong? It's like, bro, just accept and admit that you was in the wrong. That's not hard to do, you know, as a grown man and adult. But I mean, you are a furry, so we can't even, I don't even know. That's already one thing. So I don't even know if you're a man or of that gender. You could be completely something different. I don't know, because DeadSec, on the other hand, he's not, or she's not, I don't know. There's not really a specific, way of explaining that. And you guys are friends now, so, you're welcome. Not like you guys didn't know each other. You guys are both furry, so, Out of all people to talk trash, it cannot be you, bro. You don't do anything for the community. You don't do anything special. Like, you act special. You act like there's no one else that does what you do. Every lobby that I go in, besides making content, besides making music, besides doing all the stuff that I do what you do, but better. Like, I don't spend all this time doing research on it and looking at every Easter egg and doing all this extra stuff. No, I don't got time for all that. You have time for all that. That's the difference between me and you. You have time for all that. I do more stuff than just video games, and I said this in part 2 and 1. But, you want to talk in the comments like you're so smart for some reason, but can't even do simple research. Some of the stuff's just common sense too, but I guess you just don't want to have that. Don't want to, get that at all. I'm glad it was a faceless, probably double my age person to tell me that I'm immature and to talk trash on me. That's in the COD community. That's probably a furry to try to tell me how things are going for me and what they see in all this, because you don't understand it. All you understand is Call of Duty Zombies. That's all you know. That's all you understand and know. You don't know what I do. You don't understand the stuff that I do. because all you do is revive people, join their stream, revive people, freaking help them do Easter eggs, do all of it yourself. Don't let them do a single step of the Easter egg. Like, ain't nobody care about what you do. If you're going to, especially doing this is going to make it way worse for you. But, you know, do you, I guess. But I'm sure at this point for sure that no one's going to want to play with you because, you know, and if they do, you want to know why? It's because they don't know who you are. Talking about like, oh, I'm known in the COD community in your bio and stuff. Ain't nobody know who you are, bro. And nobody wants to. Calm down. Calm your little ego down. And then, like, obviously, there's the whole modding and hacking in Call of Duty Zombies acting like it's something that just happened in the game. So, I mean, there's that. Harley, what are you doing? What are you doing, Harles? What are you looking at? Okay, she's going crazy. Okay. Anyway, I mean, like, I'm in my freaking hometown, birth town right now, and I'm feeling good. You know, I'm feeling like at home. And freaking, it's been a while. But also, you know, for this, the first day that I stay here, well, I guess you could say second day, but the first day that I stay the night here, and then I wake up, and I looked at that video, and I had 3 comments on it, and I'm like, I knew that dude was stalking me. So now I got another stalker with no purpose of even having an account, no meaning behind what they're doing. They just, again, do stuff that I already do. They just freaking do the childish play a character part with the whole accounts on freaking Harley. Just anyway, like, out of all people to call me immature, it's kind of hilarious and kind of weird because it makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to be around that guy because I don't know, because if they already have like furry stuff, like, it's already like sus like that. Like, no offense and nothing on DeadSec, but it's already kind of weird if you're a furry because they start to like I don't even know if I want to get into this, but they start to like let's just say, I mean, Tails already talked about it, so I'm sure he's already done his research on it. But you know how humans are only supposed to be with humans? Well, furries kind of like some other stuff, anthropomorphic type of stuff, and I'm not gonna get into that. But I'm sure since Tails already directly commented what that very thing is, I'm sure they've done their research on it. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to talk to Tails anymore, because of the stuff they're into, and it's very, very weird. So, I mean, when it all comes down to it, what in conclusion does it mean? So, it means that they basically don't have an account or channel because I'm already doing what they're doing. They're not doing nothing special. All that stuff. There's nothing. They basically are just a guest on YouTube. Guest account, if anything. So they basically don't exist. And I'm just gonna call them that because they're not Tails. They're like Dark Mario, naming themselves after something that's already made, which is just absurd. The stupidity and the humility that comes from that. There's no other way to embarrass yourself than call other people immature, and then call yourself and name yourself after a freaking video game character made for kids and children. I mean, I guess you could say E for everyone, but come on now, let's be realistic. And in a way, like, it's not the same for me, but I want to make my channel like E for everyone and stuff, and, you know, have everybody of every age watch it. But, you know, then there's videos like this. But, like, if you're old enough to understand it, go for it. But these are my videos and my content. You just skip them over and watch the other ones, because these ones are just, you know, videos of roasts. And it's just sad because some people cannot, like, they just want to inflate their ego and continue being narcissistic, which I could care less. I don't care. It still doesn't mean that, you know, there's anything there. It just, like, this kid can't get over that I stopped playing Call of Duty Zombies with him, and it's weird. That's what this is all about right now. And also he wants to like say what he really wanted to say a while ago, but all he said was bit immature. Like, just I told you to say like what you wanted to say. Not like I care. I just want to know because for the longest time you're acting, which, you know, nothing new. You just been acting this whole time behind this character instead of being yourself, which is why you're insecure, and that's why you're responding in the first place, because you're making a character, you're not being yourself. You're hiding behind certain things and hiding behind this little character thing you're making, and you're basing yourself off other people's creations and work, which, you know, pretty smart, obviously, you know, sarcasm, but like, there's no way that you're gonna call anybody else like unintelligent or immature or anything when you're basing everything off other people's work. And if you don't care that much to not do things yourself and make things yourself, and you base yourself off freaking all these other characters and stuff and creepypastas that other people made, then don't do it at all. Because if you don't care enough, then we're not on the same level, because I care enough. I care about this stuff. That's why, like, how you see it, you don't care. So you're just going to say whatever. Because you don't see the bigger picture. You just see, like, oh, Call of Duty freaking zombies YouTubers streaming, or a streamer streaming some Call of Duty zombies. I got to join them and help them do the Easter egg. Like, ain't nobody asked for that. Unless the specific person asks you to join. You know, it's just not funny. You know, I wouldn't even say like you ran your course. It never even started. Like, you were just temporarily there on my content, and then that was that. And you just can't let it go. You can't just like let it be. You just want to be in the content for like longer, and it's sad because nobody cares about any of that. Nobody has asked about, you know, anything. They're like, hey, where did this guy go? No, not a single person asked me. And I will guarantee you right now, look at any of the content, you know, no one's gonna freaking find any clips where they're like, hey, what happened to this guy? Because they just don't care. He acts like people say that. He acts like people talk about him. But like I said, like the rest of the people, you know, trying to start stuff with me, it's the same exact thing. The people don't care. The audience does not care because you don't give them a reason to care. I give them every reason in the world to care. I give them even more than that. I give them infinite reasons to care. That's why, you know, I got infinite in my name. Multiple meanings there, but or infinite meanings there, you could say. Like, come on, just give me a reason why you're still commenting on my stuff, because so far you just seem like you're trying to get attention and trying to leech off my popular name and my popularity. And you can say what you will about that, because a lot of people don't want to accept that I obviously have that and have that power and have that, you know, have all this stuff, because they don't have it. And if you want it that bad, start with being yourself. And a lot of them can't accept or admit that and try that or even do that at all, because they want to be cool and they want to act cool, you know. They can't admit that I am. They're just like, oh, it's only me that's cool. Even though I can't show that. Even though the homie ZXinfinite showed that for 12 years on YouTube. And even longer than that. Even when I wasn't creating content, I freaking was on other people's like movies and stuff and all that. But anyway. Yeah, what is there left to say to this kid though? I don't know. I mean, if he has such a, or he or she, I don't know. If they got such a like issue with me, they can directly message me at any time on X, on Instagram, on anything. But obviously they won't, because that's just who they are. They just want to spam comment the same thing over and over again, and this cringe creepypasta character just to inflate their ego. Like, you don't show your face, there's nothing to say, you know. Just let your insecurities play out, since that's what you want anyways. That's what you've been doing. Since you don't want to be yourself, since you don't care about yourself enough to show yourself, since you don't care about yourself enough to even say something of substance, you just want to spam comment and try to think like it's going to do anything, which is kind of weird. But that's why we aren't friends, and that's why, you know, we were never friends. You were just someone that joined my game when I didn't ask, and then you were just someone that asked me repeatedly to join my game. Like, why is it people in the COD community that have mental issues? Like, why isn't there no normal people playing Call of Duty? Like, this is driving me to not play Call of Duty because of everybody that just has just mental deficiency or something. Like, there's always someone mentally unstable in Call of Duty. And I'm still going to play the game regardless. It's just like, it's crazy to me that there's still people in the world that are like this, and it's freaking sad. But, you know, they're all of the same, you know, type of person. So, you know, it doesn't affect me, but it also, like, it kind of makes me want to play a different game. But, like, I'm one of the best, if not the best player that's ever played Call of Duty. Not even arguably or debatably. I beat everybody. Every 1v1. Go look it up. Go do the research. Oh wait, Joshua deleted his. The Alpha Shadow Hawk clone. Oh wait, the overweight one, Ivy, he deleted his. So, like, where are we going with this whole type of thing that we're doing now? You know, everybody trying to get with the same thing. Oh, freaking get the homies X710 off YouTube or off Call of Duty, whatever. It's like, just because I beat you, like, what kind of goal or objective is that? Like, that's not even no goal or objective. Because after the fact, like, we both still know I beat you. Like, Tails could be good at, or this kid, not Tails. He's not Tails. Like, that's someone else's property. This kid could be good at doing what we played, what, Cold War, Black Ops 3, MW III. He could be good at all three of these Call of Duties. While as, you know, I'm sure that he didn't even play this because a lot of people didn't like this Call of Duty. While I remember Exo Zombies Easter eggs, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. You know, I'll go back to those days. Shoot, Extinction on Ghost. I'll do that. Freaking, what else? Black Ops 3 was after that, so, you know. But, like, I know some of those, and I do some of those. And keep in mind, like I said, I don't spend every second like Tails or this kid does, doing research on Call of Duty Zombies only. His not even content, his little stuff that he does is based only on zombies. I do, like, countless more things than that. So if they do have any fans, if Tails does have any fans, you tell me who has the better content. I'll let y'all decide, because y'all's voices is most important besides the creators. So I want to know from the fans, like, themselves. But, you know, it really doesn't matter that much. I'm just saying, like, but it don't matter that much. I got nothing to say to this little kid. He just needs to grow up. But, I mean, his name's Tails, so, I mean, come on. I don't think there's any growing up that needs to be done. It's just the parents were missing. Yeah, there's just a lot wrong with this kid in this situation. So, at this point, I feel like the only thing that needs to be done is just, he needs to take a break from the internet, gaming, all of that. And, like, I would even say touch grass, but, like, it's beyond that now. Like, you need way more than that. And just like DeadSec, it's kind of weird because it makes me uncomfortable, because I think both of him and DeadSec, like, both like me or something. And, like, I've already said how I don't swing that way, nothing like that. I'm only into females that were born a female. Like, that's that. I don't do nothing else. But I've never been attracted to either of them, so that's just weird. Especially, like, Tails is kind of, like, way more than pushing it. Shoot. Like, it just shows, like, for Tails, on the other hand, like, he asks more than DeadSec asks to play. Like, that's how weird it is. So, yeah, lastly, if you got anything to say, don't be too scared to message me. Or you're not no Zalgo or, like, nothing like that. No creepypasta. Like, you're not cool, you're not nothing like that. If you can't even directly message someone, if you show that you just don't have the courage to do that, then why are you trying so hard to act cool? That's it. Nothing else to say here. But yeah, this is cringe. I'm gonna go freaking eat. Have a good one, everybody. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Take care. Peace, love, prosperity, positivity. You already know. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a legendary grand day.